Three wise men of what?
Gotham.
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 Gotham?
Like Gotham City. Gotham.
Gotham?
Gotham.
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 Hey, you're watching Two Dumb Guys.
That's not the name of the show.
Yeah, it is.
Oh.
I'm Brian. This is Ed.
I said hi.
He said hi. Today we're going to talk about some nursery rhymes. Nursery rhymes, which are things that you find that rhyme when you're buying garden items.
Yes. Or babies.
We know that a lot of nursery rhymes, if not all of them, have some sort of real connection or meaning behind them. And there's some sort of history and why they exist. It's not just silly nonsense. But we're going to pretend like we don't know that.
Yeah.
And just go in blindly and ignorantly. Ignorance is the key. Ignorance is entertainment. And we're going to discuss these nursery rhymes.
You know nursery rhymes.
People know nursery rhymes.
No, do you specifically know nursery rhymes?
I do. I know like two off the top of my head.
Which two do you know?
Ring Around the Rosies.
Okay.
And
you know Old MacDonald?
Old MacDonald. That's more of a... Is that a... Would you call that a
nursery
rhyme, though?
Yeah, it is. Old MacDonald. Thing about Old MacDonald.
Old MacDonald had a farm, B-I-N-G-O.
Yeah, no. See, what got me on Old MacDonald is it's more about, like, sort of the underlying questions.
Yeah.
Think about that first line for a second. Old MacDonald had a farm.
Yeah.
Keyword had.
Yeah.
What happened?
Yeah.
Did the man from the bank come and repo the farm and take all the equipment? Well, you know, he tried to save it.
Yeah, he tried.
He turned to prostitution. He dealt cocaine for a little while.
Yeah, he was running a brothel out of the barn.
Yeah, none of that worked.
A barnthel.
None of that worked.
A barndello. A barndello.
No.
That's another business idea for when this doesn't work out.
Barndellos?
Yeah, a barndello.
We're going to move to, like, Nebraska and just buy a barn. No farmhouse.
No, we're going to have to move to Nevada. We're going to find, like, a place in Nevada where prostitution is legal, but they don't have good bordellos.
We're not running legal prostitution. We're running a barndello here. This is Nebraska.
All right.
Yeah.
But we're still doing testing.
Are we, though?
I am.
This one. This is the morality tale version of it. But the original version is what really cracks me up more than anything. But the morality tale version is, there was an old woman lived under the hill, and if she's not gone, she lives there still. Baked apples she sold and cranberry pies, and she's the old woman that never told lies. No, that's just wholesome.
Yeah.
Teach the kids, don't lie. I say teach the kids to lie because lying is awesome.
Yeah.
But
you can get a lot of stuff by lying.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like stealing, but you don't have to actually take stuff. You just lie.
But the original was just pointless.
Okay.
Because the original from 1714 says, there was an old woman lived under a hill, and if she bean't gone, she lives there still.
Okay, so basically the same, just worded slightly.
No, that's it.
Oh, that's the whole
That's
thing?
the end of the rhyme.
Oh, okay.
It's like, there was a lady used to live down the road, and if she hadn't moved, she still lives there, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Wherever you go, there you are. But if you don't go anywhere, still, there you are.
This one was called Three Wise Men of Gotham. You ever heard that one?
Three wise men of what?
Gotham.
Gotham?
Gotham.
Gotham?
Like Gotham City. Gotham.
Gotham?
Gotham.
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 Gotham?
Gotham.
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 Gotham. I don't know how long I can keep that going, but
I'll go for an hour.
well, I'm just going to keep saying Gotham.
Okay.
Because that's how I've always said it.
Gotham?
Yes, Gotham.
You're saying
Gotham City. That's how they say it in the Batman movies.
But you're saying Gotham. You're not saying Gotham.
No, not Gotham.
Yeah, it's
like
Gotham.
I'm Gotham.
It's Gotham.
No, it's
not Gotham. thumb.
Well, actually, it's got ham.
Got
if you look at how it's spelled. 3 wise men have got ham.
Which was like the Pork Council's advertising campaign from the late 90s.
That's right.
It was too much.
It doesn't matter. We're going with that now.
It was horribly offensive. Just people
just meat
hanging
out,
stuck to their faces,
bones.
Yeah.
Well, we're going with got ham now.
Peter was mad.
The 3 wise men have got ham. They went to sea in a bowl. And if the bowl had been stronger, my song would have been longer. They did.
Okay, so wait, they went to
They went to sea in a bowl.
Went to sea.
Yeah,
like
S-E-A, to the sea. They
Oh.
sailed out. They sailed out along the Hudson River or something.
Okay.
Down to the sea in a bowl. Obviously not a very strong bowl. These
Yeah.
were not very bright fellas.
So they died in the sea.
Yeah.
Okay,
that's
I thought
that's
you
the
meant
implication.
went to sea, like they went to
Nope.
look in a bowl, and it's like, what are they looking at in a bowl? And I thought it was about weed.
It might have
If
been.
the bowl was stronger, my song would be longer, but it was like, it was weak.
It was like dirt weed.
This is dirt weed. Like, we're not even. Let's just go.
So let's just go home.
Let's just go home. We got some Northern Lights.
The old woman in the shoe.
Okay.
Now you've heard this. How do you know this rhyme? Off from your memory, like how do you remember it?
There was an old woman who lived in a shoe.
Okay.
She had so many children she didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
Something along those lines, but I forget. I want to say I remember something about her like just eating the children or killing them or something.
Okay, so you're on the right track.
Okay.
I never learned anything past the she didn't know what to do. The actual nursery rhyme, there was an old woman who lived in a shoe. She had so many children, she didn't know what to do. She gave them some broth without any bread, then whipped them all soundly and put them to bed. So this is a horrible mother.
Yeah.
Right out the gate. She's basically like throwing a bouillon cube in a pot of water and giving them a bowl full of meat flavored water.
Yeah.
And they're not even getting any bread.
No. Yeah. And then she's spanking them.
And then she beats them probably because they're bitching about the meat flavored water. They're like, man, I really wish I had some bread with this. Or maybe some actual meat. You know, something of nutritional value, Mom. She's starving her kids.
She's like, yeah, it's negligence and it's abuse. And like, what's inspiring it? Is it because you had too many kids? And it's like, where's the father of this? Where's the fathers?
The absentee fathers.
The absentee fathers.
With a Z.
So maybe this is like some sort of maybe it's some sort of like family values, single motherhood kind of thing. It's kind of some sort of propaganda.
You found... See? I was about to say, why would you say this to children? But that's the lesson.
Yeah.
Don't have too many children because you'll be dirt poor.
Yeah.
And you have to feed them broth.
Yeah.
And then they're going to make you angry and you're going to beat your children.
But like what era? I'm assuming that's from one of those eras where you did just like have as many kids as you can because some of them are going to die. And you need
They're going to die.
You need the rest to run the farm.
What you don't know is from the 1700s, there's another line. After she whipped them soundly and put them to bed, then went out the old woman to bespec them a coffin. When she came back, she found them all a-laughing.
A-laughing?
It means laughing, but it's like, an older version of it. The kids, I guess she felt that she had beat them to death. Like, she's thinking she's free. She's happy as a pig in shit going to town because she's going to buy like coffins. A coffin, not coffins, plural. She had so many children she didn't know what to do, but she's buying them a coffin.
Yeah.
And the whole way there, she's fantasizing about like going somewhere where it's tropical and she can drink Mai Tais and Cabana Boys and get her groove back, which ultimately will lead to more children. And then she comes back and the kids like, they see. They see the look on her face. She's all happy and smiling, and then it just drains away when she realizes they're alive. They're still here. She's gonna kill those kids for real next time.
Yeah.
That's all I'm getting at. Apparently, it's like sort of debated amongst scholars about the meaning of the nursery rhyme, why she lives in a shoe. But apparently there was like this whole thing about shoes meant fertility. Like shoes were associated with fertility.
Okay.
So there was a tradition that we still uphold today, although we've changed it a little bit. Because it says that shoes...
It was says.
It
had been was says.
but there's this...
Excuse me. It had been was said.
It has been was said. No. It says shoes were associated with fertility, as in casting a shoe after a bride as she leaves for her honeymoon. So apparently, when you left the church, people used to throw shoes at the bride. Like, we still do it now, but now we're throwing, like, bird seed because you can't throw rice anymore. It's bad for the birds' insides. But,
People... I was at a wedding...
shoes, like, you get out for the honeymoon. You're like, oh, why do you have bruises all over you? Because I just got pelted with shoes. I was pelted with footwear.
I have seen, the just married, the vehicle taken away after they're married. I have seen shoes hanging off the back.
Yeah, they do that sometimes, too.
Okay,
That's an old tradition. They used to hang it on the wagons.
That's why. Now we know why. I went to a wedding at the Waffle House once, and they instead of rice, they threw grits.
That's amazing.
It was on Halloween at midnight, and I didn't know it was happening. I was just there to eat.
Gonna have a Waffle House wedding tonight. Yeah! Tom the piper's son. Tom the piper's son stole a pig and away did run. The pig was eat, and Tom was beat and went crying down the street.
I'm listening.
That's it.
Yeah.
You steal a pig,
yeah.
randos are going to beat you in the middle of the town square. There's a spare the rod, spoil the child, takes a village nine.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. It takes a village.
Takes a village.
We're all in this together to beat your kid's ass when he steals.
Because that's all people did was beat children.
Yeah.
And we can't do that anymore.
Yeah. So many nursery rhymes are meant to scare children away from... obviously, I feel like that's a pretty obvious one. Hey, don't steal because that motherfucker...
They will
your daddy, your Uncle Amos, Crazy Larry from down the street, that dude in the house that you swear was condemned like 3 years ago, they're all going to beat your lily white ass in the streets.
Now, we're to my favorite. It's also the last one I have, and it's one that you know.
Okay.
But you know the latest, the newest version of it, which is Peter Pumpkin Eater.
Yeah.
But if you go back, it was originally called Eeper Weeper.
Eeper Weeper?
Yeah. Eeper Weeper, chimney sweeper, had a wife and couldn't keep her. Had another, didn't love her. Up the chimney he did shove her. That is straight uxoricide.
Uxoricide?
It's the word for when you kill your wife.
Oh, okay.
I had read this last night and I walked into the living room and I looked at the wife and I said, is there a word for when you kill your wife? Sort of like matricide and patricide? And she goes, it's uxoricide. And I said, cool, how you spell that? I'm going to put it in my notes. And so I did.
So his first wife left him.
Clearly, he couldn't keep her. The second one, he didn't love her. So he murdered her and stuffed her in the... That is straight cask of Amontillado.
Yeah.
100%. There's another version of it, an even older version, where he boards her up in a wall and leaves her for the mice to eat. But I didn't write down the rhyme on that. And that's even more cask of Amontillado.
Yeah, that's some Poe action in your nursery rhymes. And I guess I think a lot of these maybe weren't even intended to be like things for kids. They were. It's kind of like the old Looney Tunes cartoons.
Yeah.
They weren't intended. It's not like programming for children. Although it sort of morphed into that, several decades later, it became that.
It's some whack nonsense. Like,
yeah.
We'll do Grimm's fairy tales at some point because those things are like insane. Probably won't do that.
It's depressing.
It is depressing.
Don't read your children fairy tales because you're them up. You're scarring them. Don't have kids. Thanks for watching.
What time is the moon?